at Charing Cross from platform 2.
That's where I'm going if I misbehave. Just about to walk down towards the Thames and do the Thames path to Limehouse Basin. Imagine bringing a narrowboat up here. That's what some people do. Bring the narrowboat up here. Oh, a day like this. It's very windy. Just imagine for 1 minute going under Tower Bridge in a narrowboat. The wind's calmed down a wee bit, so I can do a little bit of chatty. So I thought I'd just do a continuation of the Regent's Canal walk that I did earlier last month on the channel on my first trip towards London. But starting at Limehouse Basin and probably walking to Victoria Park, which is where I ended the first part. So I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, Tower Bridge, everybody, Tower Bridge. Naked lady wrestling with a dolphin. St Catherine Docks. The Thames path doesn't pick up until after this. I wonder how many narrowboats we'll see in here. You can kind of see the clientele of this marina. There's the beast in there. There's a beast in there. So Limehouse Basin, everybody. And as you can see, this is probably the most popular mooring spot for narrowboats. Limehouse Basin. Guess who's buying a new pair of sunglasses today? Walking towards Victoria Park, the other end of the vlog that I did a few weeks ago when I was here. So I'm using the Insta double chin. It's called, no, Insta Flow 2. Because I don't trust this Insta app. I get this really weird juddering with the lens. I found every time I use the Insta app with the camera and not the native Samsung S, I'm using a Samsung S22. I know it's tuned in for Apple, this Flow 2, but I've seen people using it with Android, and I haven't seen any issues that I'm having. I can see issues that I'm having now, so I'm going to switch it back onto the default Samsung camera. Here is the default Samsung camera when I'm walking. Please, if somebody does know why I can't use the Insta 360 app with my Flow 2, please leave a comment. It still works very well as a gimbal for what I need using the default Samsung camera. It's just there's a lot of features with the Flow 2 that I'd like to be able to play around with in the Insta app. Regent's Canal arch number 395. Wide beam. Oh yeah, I've got a narrowboat myself, and a narrowboat channel, but I would never have the nerve to bring it to London. And I was just wondering whether you would just have if you could answer a few questions just for my channel about what it's like to, you've got a wide beam as well, what it's like to navigate the London Canal on a wide beam.
Sure. Let me get in first.
Hello buddy, what's your name? What's your name, buddy?
Willie.
Willie. Willie.
Yeah,
buddy. Hello, gorgeous. You're gorgeous. Oh, yeah, you're beautiful. You're big.
Inside.
Are you sort of going to be moving off soon then? Going?
This is not my boat.
Oh,
I'm just working.
Oh, you're just working. Oh, okay.
Then give me a call.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will do. Thank you. That's very cool. Arc Marine Electrical. Eva Pap?
Huh?
Is that how you pronounce your surname? Pap? Pap, yeah.
I travel all around.
Oh, do you? Awesome.
This is was Midlands and the other way was Devon.
Oh, well, my boat's in the Midlands and I'm from Devon, so. Introduce yourself. What was your name again?
Hi there, my name is Mattia and I've been boating for about 4.5 years in a widebeam. I love it, to be honest. I love the community. London is nice. Give you the chance to see a lot of different places. It's a bit tricky with a widebeam, obviously, because it's space that limited. CRT doesn't help us, as we all know very well. Service they be reduced, but we try to survive. I think the community is great on the rezone. There's a couple of people they creating apps to be able to people to be able to move around it and be able to swap places, because obviously, especially with the widebeam, it's getting more tricky. Marina, they're really expensive. Otherwise, I'm guessing most of the people would love to stay in a marina, but they're really, really expensive. And one of the reasons that we're choosing the boat life, it's also economic, I would say, because I mean, at least for me, was one of the reasons to be able to afford a place in central London. So it's not super easy, move around, but it's fun. I mean, you get used to, say, communities help you a lot. Apart from that, there's a couple of apps that I think they've been developed. I haven't looked into it, but there's a Float, I think there's one, created by Alessandro, an Italian guy that I met. And I think, I mean, I was always thinking, like, we have so many WhatsApp group and Facebook group, and nobody thought about, oh, I'm actually moving today, I got a widebeam, anybody needs a spot, rather than, oh, let's start the journey. We don't know where we're gonna finish, because that's how it is realistically. Obviously, some people that don't move a lot, that doesn't help, because you want to try to comply as much as you can, but some people, they just play around it, they don't want to move, they don't care. Kind of people that like to call pirates, because they get the bad names for all the boaters, like leaving rubbish everywhere, don't respect the community around you, and that's it. I mean, there's a lot of ignorance in general. Like, a lot of people, I'm asked by people thinking that people living in boats that were homeless because they were not enough. They were living over there because they had another option. I think for me it was a choice, and I guess for most of the people that live in boats, because you can enjoy life, the quality of life, you be in contact with nature constantly, especially if you stay outside London. But also the travel give you the chance to discover new part of the country than you know. Otherwise, you wouldn't have thought about it to visit or discover it, because when you live in some places, even if it's only 2 weeks at a time, you start discover the local restaurant, the local corner shop, and that's give you the chance to give a different point of view of the city, of the country in general, because I'm guessing UK is probably the best canal, well, one of the biggest and best canal system in the world.
I believe Birmingham has more canals than Venice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not sure if I would swap the landscape, as Italian as I am, I would say. But yeah, definitely Birmingham is nice, especially in summer. The only problem with the widebeam, you cannot really navigate that much of the canal system than people who would love to enjoy it.
I know we go by word of mouth a lot of the times when we're on the cut, or whether we're in London or on the cut. We go by word of mouth, so
yeah.
When something generally happens, it's a negative thing, we hear about it, and then we're a bit apprehensive about possibly mooring around there.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm in Wolverhampton, doing the Wolverhampton flight,
Okay.
and I've been told that there are places there that, you know, maybe stop and spend an hour, but no longer.
I mean, I say I've never been that much outside. In London, there are a few parts where you don't really want to be too much, because you see it from the kind of boat that are around it, the kind of people that could potentially, not that I want to judge obviously, but you see that potentially is not the right place where you want to stop. I try to not stop anyway, because I'm cycling around London, so me and my partner, if we need to be around there, you don't want to have to cycle for 10-15 minutes in the dark, there's no light, so it's not as easy. Or if you need to go get grocery, you don't want to have to walk for like 25 minutes. Some places that be more tricky. I say CRT doesn't help with all this payable mooring at the moment, and nobody really wants to book for a night, because that's £35 a night, and then they used to be free, and people that were used the mooring, and I think there was the travel community was asking for revenue and review from the Canal River Trust. They make less money and cost more to manage, rather than, because nobody wants to stay anymore. Like, realistically, nobody pays £35 a night.
No.
I mean, the council tax has increased every year, is increasing a little bit, but my license has increased 100% in 4 years.
Wow.
and because I got the wide beam,
Way above inflation.
yeah, way above inflation, and they say, oh, you have a wide beam using more resources than other people's. Like, agree to disagree, because potentially where I'm staying and it's one boat with 2 people, you can have 2 narrow boats, so it's 4 people potentially. So you're using more facility rather than others. So, but I'm not entering into that kind of conversation. I just know then the service they've been decreased. There's no more rubbish being around it because they say they can afford it. It's like, really, you can afford rubbish being people be collected. You rely on volunteers. I understand, and there's a tricky situation because the canal is on the canal, and the calcine doesn't help. Like you go around, one of the biggest example, it could be Broadway Market, and it's a very popular area. There's no more being around it, but everybody goes to the market and ending up having a sandwich on the canal. You rely on people to be responsible and keeping their rubbish, but realistically, you know the people, they're not going to do it, or most people, they're not going to do it. They're going to leave it and they end up in the water. Because it's like, oh, but it's the canal, they should look after the canal. Yeah, but the people that come from the market, they come in, and the council doesn't help. So it's that kind of like you blaming each other rather than try to fix the solution. I like the lifestyle, but as I say, it's got a lot of challenge. Nobody's ready for it. Somebody said, then you're always happy 2 days of your life when you're a boater, when you buy the boat and when you're selling it, because I'm always getting something to fix. But I think it's part of the adventure, you know, like I don't mind to be getting my hands dirty, chopping wood, I think it's part of the
experience, isn't it?
The experience, part of the magic of living on a boat, and this charm, let's say, as well, a little bit. But
awesome.
Hopefully we enjoy more the summer rather than the winter, let's say.
Yes, yeah, mate. Well, thank you so much
welcome.
for stopping and chatting.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, there's a beautiful coloured geese, the geeseo. Beautiful colours. No, you're a traditionalist, aren't you? You're a traditional. They're very noisy ones down here. You're not afraid of anything, are you, buddy? You're not afraid of anything, eh? Matteo. But it was fascinating to talk to him about it, and it's everyone has a story, and his story is he's been on come over from Italy and bought a wide beam about 5 years ago. He travels into London every day for work, so he's kind of limited to how far he can moor away from the area, but yeah, generally nice guy. Stop, take a bit of time out through the day and have a chat, and I always think adding that to a video, some spontaneousness of meeting somebody, very kindly allowing me to interview them, and I think it makes these vlogs. I'll try and do that more and more. Obviously, some people generally wouldn't like to be filmed, so take that into account. Another beautiful day down on the Regent's Canal. Here, community-led skill sharing workshop for boat skills and beyond. This is Johnson's Lock number 10. Out there. Please remember you're living next to towpath customers, residents and fellow boaters. Here I am. There you go. It's a lot more residential, this area of the Regent's Canal, than towards Angel. I didn't actually, the first time, as I said, doing the canal, I started at the Angel Islington Tunnel. It does continue right around that way. If I can get the opportunity, I will do that other section, a couple of miles along that Regent's Canal, and then I'll probably put these in order. There may be 3. I may not get to walk the whole canal, but at least a good part right from Limehouse Basin to the centre. It's more of the centre of London. I like the tiki vibe going on with your boat.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's got a lot of character.
Yeah,
a lot of character.
thank you. I think so. I'm working on it. Just you wait. There's more exciting things. I've got grass coming on the front to cover those ugly blue things. It's going to be all grass and
Oh,
tropic.
fantastic!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I pop up. It's like a pop-up shop for my clothes.
Can I get you on camera? I do a narrowboat vlog. I own a narrowboat. I'm just walking the Regent's Canal and I'm meeting various people.
Sure, people will get upset, like get angry at me or something, won't they?
Why would
The
they?
Canal people. I don't know.
No, I don't have that many viewers to get angry about. Me.
Make it look as pretty as
I love the character of it. As I said, it stands out a mile. It's got a tiki vibe thing going on. There's a, yeah.
Thanks.
But yeah, nice to talk to you.
My hippie vibes. Thank you.
Take care. Bye bye. Harsh realities of the modern world. Sad to see, but that's where we are. There's Victoria Park. As I said, once I get to Victoria Park, I will be headed towards Shoreditch. Assume that's his barge. He's doing a service for the CRT. Certainly lots of rubbish in it, and it certainly smells. There's Victoria Park now coming up, I think. I think that might be the bridge. Oh, we got a boat going down. Maybe we have a boat coming down. We do. Oh, sorry. Boat going up. Solo boater. That's nice. I think she's a solo boater, but those nice people have helped her with the locks. So I wonder whether that's a common thing. Let's get that centre line. I'm rude. No.
That should be fine now.
Get a little bit of traction, wrap it around the old post.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
It's alright, just the one, just wrap it around once and then pull it.
Alright, in time, yeah? 3, 2, 1. Oh! Go on, 3.
Oh no. What's the what's the thing on the phone? Oh no.
Your phone is here. Your phone is here.
No.
Here you go.
That
Oh no.
all went from.
No.
Is your phone okay?
Yeah.
The phone's, the gimbal's a bit knackered. Nah, it's broken, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it expensive?
Not too. It was like £150, but. What's your name? Pearl, Christopher. Pleasure, Pearl. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a shame. I mean, you know, the phone's okay. So the phone was the more expensive part. Take care. So, I think I just had my gimbal destroyed. Yeah, that was very unfortunate. Pearl was losing control of the boat while I was filming, and I felt particularly bad to be that kind of person that films rather than helps, and I didn't. There was 4 of us, and one of the guys that was helping trod on the gimbal. I don't know how he didn't see a giant white gimbal, but yeah, I think he was panicking more than Pearl was. Anyway, she's called Pearl. She's lovely. She apologised for it. I said it wasn't her fault. So, but yeah, the gimbal is fucked. The phone, that survived, thank God, because the phone is the more expensive part. That was a £500 phone right there, so if he had a trod on that, I'd have been a bit upset. But the gimbal was, you know, well, it's still expensive. It's £169, but it's basically, it was crushed into the ground and it's bent frame. So I might be able to get it working when I get back home. Just a bit gutted, really. Anyway, onwards and upwards, as they say. I still have my health. It's a nice final shot to leave you with. Going up towards Victoria Park. That concludes this little stretch of the Regent's Canal from Limehouse Basin to Victoria Park. Thanks for watching.